What's up, guys? Your boy D-Dog here. In this video today, if you hear that little bell thing, it's my little dog. He's running around and trying to be a guard dog or whatever. With that said, let's get into why we made this video. So the video that I have today that we're going to talk about is product review on the new Canon EOS R. It's new to me because I caught one. Okay, recently caught one last week, as you can see, and I want to talk about it. Let's talk about as to why I bought this camera. First off, I would like to thank all my friends who had tried to influence me to buy a Sony A7 III. I've gotten so many people trying to get me to buy that camera. I'm going to tell you exactly why I went with the Canon EOS R. Trust me, on my Facebook, I wish I could find the post so I can just show you guys. The people like literally was telling me like, why are you buying a Canon? Why are you buying a Canon? Oh, tech. They're behind, out of date. You know what I'm saying? Sony has everything. I know that. I know. When you're used to something, you're just used to having it. You're used to the interface. You're used to it. It's kind of like Apple and Android. If you're used to the interface, the GUI system and all that stuff, you tend to get used to it and you tend to use it. Same thing with people with Nikon. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's some people that are diverse and there's some people that aren't diverse. Let's get into the tech, the specs, not tech, the specs. So as you know, it's a 30 megapixel frame, full body sensor as well. ISO range from 100 to 40,000. It's good. One thing that I do like about this camera is not only is the new RF mount, but it also comes with the Canon EF mount adapter. You get it for free when you purchase it. Not only do you get access to the new RF lenses, but they gave you an adapter for you to still use your older lenses. What that's being said is you will be able to use, like right now I have the 50mm on here right now. I can still shoot with this. Like right now when I'm shooting with the Canon 6D, I'm shooting with a 16 to 35 at 2.8 as well. So I can be able to use that lens on this camera. Now I also have an 85mm lens as well. All of them work except for my 70 to 200 Tamron G1 at 2.8. For some reason it works. Obviously I was able to see, but the autofocus did not work on that camera. It did not work on this camera. So I had to manually focus with that camera. Until I get enough money to buy another 70 to 200, I'll just use it on the 6D. Has a 3.2 fully articulated screen, as you can see, you know, the screen right here, you just rotate it. It's like, you know, it's just very vlog-like, you know what I'm saying? It's very vlog-like. Those you guys know, if you guys know about the M50 or the T7i, the T6i, the T5i, the T4i as well. I think the all I series had the flip out screen as well. Has 8.8 frames per second continuous shooting, 3840 by 2160 video resolution, has built-in wireless, of course. It's pretty light, and of course it's weather sealed. Now they did say with the 6D, that's the 6D Mark I that I'm shooting with. So the 6D Mark I that I'm shooting with, they say it's weather sealed, but one of my friends had the 6D Mark I and he was shooting in the rain at the Michigan game, and his camera kind of, you know, went, you know, it kind of died. So I don't want to take my chances of using that. If this is weather sealed for how much this is, if I have to, I will run with this. But I would prefer not to run with the 6D outside because I can't take that chance of being down with one camera when I need it. You know what I'm saying? So let's move along. So pretty much like the biggest difference with the EOS R, you know, so far, like I said, it looks great. The fact that I can walk around with a light camera pretty much is a game changer. It's a game changer for me. The one thing that I did have to get used to is the electronic viewfinder. Now, the electronic viewfinder, it's like, it's sweet, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a video. I'm looking in here, and then has this little sensor right here, and this sensor is very sensitive. So like if I even cover my hand over there like this, it goes out. I don't have it on right now, but it does it. If you buy the kit, it comes with the Canon EOS It comes the Canon RF 24-105. This is the lens right here. It's pretty big, you know what I'm saying, and for some reason, like I like it. You know, I like what it does, and it does have the the rotating, the little click where you can make the changes on there. We'll get into that further in the review. Now, I know, of course, I'm going to miss some things. I know that for a fact. So bear with me if I miss something. Let me know in the comments below, and I will try to cover everything that I can based off what I found and by me, you know, playing around with the camera or whatnot. So don't grill me with the tech, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Battery life. So this battery life, the battery that it uses the same battery as the Canon 6D, and that's a game changer for me as well. That means I have more batteries to switch, or vice versa. Now, what you can do is, if you know, I got this on a deal, but I did buy the mount, the adapter for this, so I can use 2 of my cameras in here and stack it on there, and then I can have more battery power, you know, as I go. If I have to shoot like at an event and I'm constantly shooting, I don't want my battery to die, you know, and I have more on hand. The battery grip model name is the BG-E22. I recommend that you look into that well. Anything that I post in here is going to be in links in the description below. It's going to be Amazon links, so make sure you check them out. This one, it wasn't cheap, because this one came with an adapter as well. So if I'm shooting video with this, I can place this on a mount, and I can also charge it, you know, make it charge where it just used, you know, power. So that's good, you know what I'm saying? So I like it. My current setup that I do run with it, I just told you guys, I run with the Canon 50mm, 85mm, 24-105, 70-200, and the 16-35. That is my setup that I run with right now. As I get further into photography, I will be upgrading the glass. I'm debating if I'm going to go with just nothing but the RF line, or should I still buy old glass? That right now, I don't know if I'm going to do that. But I'm still making a decision if I want to. Many people may tell me to just buy the RF and just go with what I know, but I want to be diverse. So just in case, if this thing was to ever, for whatever reason, decide to just not work, I want to be able to have something that can work with that 6D. Got to think about that. You either have you have an older camera and a new camera, but if you're using new tech lenses and your new camera lens goes out, you won't be able to use those lenses. Versus if I buy older lenses, like older L series lenses, I can use them on both. So that's the one thing that if you do buy the camera, think about that. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, if you have an older body and this camera decides that it malfunctions on you while you're out and about shooting at an event, or if you got a photo shooting it and it goes out, then you will want to use those lenses on your older camera. So make a note of that when you buy that. My favorite feature of the camera is the multifunction button. Now this multifunction button is pretty cool. So most you know, on the top, there's a little button right here. When you press this little button, the multifunction button, it gives you the option to change your everything like on hand. I don't have to keep looking at the screen to make my changes. I can literally press the button, and once I press it, I can switch into my ISO mode. I can switch to the my continue. What am I? Somebody get notified. I can switch to the like continuous shooting if I want to shoot in high resolution, you know, continuous. I can go to the manual focus. I can change the white balance on here, and then I can also adjust the meter. You can change all that on here. Man, and the one thing, and I think when you get further into the details, you can also change like everything in this camera, like the menu. They made it where like you can customize all these buttons that to your liking. You can choose what these buttons can do and everything. So what I did was I just went with the basic setup for now, but it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It does have a touch bar on here. I did set it up, but then you're gonna overlook it. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. It's a cool little feature. You know, let's just be real. It's a cool feature to have on here. You're gonna overlook it. Just thought I'd let you guys know that you're gonna overlook, because you're not gonna be looking at it to be like, oh, what this do? Yeah, you're just not. So just, if you do mess with it, mess around with it, because you can customize that as well and make it do whatever you want it to do in the menu. The flip screen is pretty good. I will say that the flip screen does what it does. It's gonna, you know, when you're vlogging, you can have it just like this to watch your face, so you can compose yourself in the right rule of thirds. So I feel like the flip screen is pretty good. I haven't, like I said, I'm not gonna use this for vlogging, because I have a Canon G7X and that's still gonna be my go-to vlog. As far as that go, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The 6D doesn't have a flip screen, so that's why I don't use it for vlogging. Overall, you know what I'm saying, it has a lot of buttons. The button that I was happy to see on here is the intervalometer button, because I can easily do like time lapses on here with this. It also has a HDMI port, it has a microphone port, it has a headphone port, also has a USB. It uses USB-C and it uses mini HDMI as well. On the other side, you just have the memory card slot. I like the one memory card slot. A lot of people will disagree with me about the memory card slot. They be like, no, you need two. You need two memory card slots. The one thing that I realized that when I was at Best Buy, and this is like real shit, if you guys want proof, I'll go to the Best Buy that literally had it on display. It's still on display, and the guy was showing me, he was trying to sell me, he was trying to get me to sway me to buy the A7S, A7 III. I looked into it and it kept saying like memory card malfunction. And when I opened it up to look at it, it had the two memory card slots in there. The first memory card slot that I guess the memory card I tried to put it in the memory card 1, it didn't work. You try to take the memory card slot out of 1 and put it in 2, it didn't work. So if memory card slot 1 messes up, you're not going to be able to use any of those. So you'll still be just as dead in the water, just as if I'm dead in the water if this was the malfunction. I also recommend that if you buy this, you do get the care pack. I did that, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? You buy this stuff, you know, shit happens, you know what I'm saying? So I recommend that you get the care pack. That way you covered, you know what I'm saying, and you're good. My dislikes about this camera right now is 4K. Now, 4K on this camera is cropped. It is cropped. I'm not gonna lie, it is cropped. But then again, I don't shoot 4K. Right now, I feel like there's not a need for me to shoot in 4K. I think right now, I shoot in 4K with this. Yeah, like if I need to. You know what I'm saying? When I'm riding my motorcycle. I don't feel like I need to shoot in 4K when I'm doing YouTube right now. I don't feel like until that it's like, oh yeah, I gotta step my game up. Then I'll shoot in 4K. But until then, 1080p is still just as good. You know what I'm saying, in my opinion. Besides, not everybody has a 4K TV yet. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's PC monitors have 4K. You know what I'm saying? Now your cell phone doesn't even have 4K resolution on there. Overall, I think this is a good camera. Yes, it still has the same Canon interface. Still has the same designs, you know, the feature of the interface. Yes, it lacks full 4K. Yes, it does not have in-body image stabilization, but it's still a good camera regardless. What I think was going to happen is, I think this camera it's going to be like you got the RP, then you got the R, and then their rumored camera that they're going to come out with. Hopefully they hit everything, you know, to make them like compete with Sony's and Panasonic models. They're killing the game. I'm not gonna even lie, they're killing the game. Pretty much go with what you like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody kept telling me to go Sony, go Sony, go Sony, but I just was not ready to convert yet. I like Canon, I like the color science in their lenses. I just like the whole Canon. It's just something that I'm used to. I'd rather just stick with it. To me, this camera is like the 5D Mark IV's little brother. That's how I look at it. Little brother doesn't have as much as the big brother, but it can still compete with the big brother, if that makes any sense. So take it for what you will. This is just my opinion on my review on it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you smash it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I will be doing tech reviews, moto vlogs, video games, and random things. If I feel like talking about something, I will talk about it. So with that said, it's your boy D-Dog, and this has been a Canon EOS R review. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day and night, or whenever you watch this. Peace.